Well, Chris, just sum up your emotions after that.
Incredibly low and disappointed. Personally, from everybody regarding the football club. We first of all get the first goal. Thought we were in control. Get to half time, get in the lead, and we needed to take the game away from them. We had enough of the play. We had enough control of the game. But we need to go and get a second goal. So we understood that, their threats from a long throw and set play. So we talked at half time about being nice and disciplined and dealing with that, because they will have those situations. Us not making any careless or unnecessary risks, which we didn't up to 70-75 minutes or whatever it was. But we have to go and get the second goal as well. That was the message as well. It wasn't sit back. I'm not an idiot. I'm not, whatever at the moment. But we need to go and get the second goal, because the first goal punctured them a little bit, but it wasn't enough. As soon as we got the second goal, then that'd have been game, set and match. But we didn't. And then Vinny goes off the pitch. They score from a corner, and then then any results possible. And they found the winner. We should have found the winner when Ty went through. They found the winner, and like I said, from 70 minutes onwards, 75 minutes onwards, you're scratching your head, and so you can't, kids, you can't lose today and expect to be in the mix and in the shout to get out of the division by losing to the team at the bottom of the division. You can't lose last weekend. You can in a way, but you've got to recover and win the next two. And you can't lose 3 games at this stage of the season and expect to be knocking on the door and trying to get out of the division. And we put ourselves in a great position after the Coventry game, and basically we've let it slip. So we have to own that and take responsibility, and the players' responsibility for a really poor week in terms of results.
The players look as if they are mentally fatigued and played like it today. Is that fair?
No, I don't think they played mentally fatigued in terms of that. I thought we controlled the game. Especially second half. We had enough of the play, but we have to go and find that ambition and the players and find that quality to get that second goal. And we had enough opportunities. We got the ball into the areas where we wanted to get into, but you got to go and get that second goal, because as long as it's 1-0, and anybody can score from anything. A long throw, a corner, or a mistake by us. But we're in control, so I never felt that. I never felt they were mentally tired. And didn't look it. We weren't on the ropes for any part of that game, and even in terms of the last bit, I didn't even feel that was coming. In terms of it wasn't like they've had corner after corner and goalkeepers made a save and we're clearing stuff off the line and we last ditch tackles or blocks or headers. There was none of that. It's just come from nowhere, and Vinny's off the pitch. We've not dealt with a corner. And then the place explodes, which is going to be, because they're fighting for their lives and they're trying to stay in the division. And their fight to stay in the division, our fight to try and get out of the division. Ty should score when he goes through to kill the noise again and win the game. He doesn't. Their boy goes past one of our players too easily, puts the ball into a dangerous area, and they find the winner. And then it's for us to try and get him back in the game with their supporters and their players absolutely dying and fighting for their lives and trying to keep the ball out the back of the net. Isn't going to be easy, and we still had enough of the ball, but still made some not great decisions late on to get ourselves back in the game.
You got the players into a huddle upon full time. What was essentially the tone of the message?
We have to own this last week. We have to take responsibility. We were in a fabulous position after the Coventry game. We have to go over and recognise the support coming down here. Thought they were outstanding all afternoon. They'll be extremely disappointed, annoyed, angry and all stuff like that. I totally get that, and I've got no issue about that, as I talked about last week as well. Players are disappointed, frustrated. Everybody is. Supporters more importantly. We talked about that. We talked about sticking together. It's not been a great week. It's not a time for pointing fingers and chucking arms up in the air and we should have done this or we should have done that. You should have done this and you should have done that. That's not the culture of the football club. The culture is to fight and dig in and we're going to have to fight and dig in. I talked about having a big week. We need to get this out of our heads. We need to come back in Monday and prepare for Friday, because regardless of league position or what we've not done over the past week or whatever regarding points off second or points off top, we need to put in a positive front foot performance at Bramall Lane in front of our supporters on Friday, and then what will be off the back of that. But you certainly massively hurt yourselves if you don't pick any points up with 6 games to go in a 3-game week.
But you're not one to sort of throw the white flag. I think you mentioned that particular phrase yesterday. 4 games left, still points to play for.
What do you think? I'm not trying to be clever, but it's not in us. It's not in me. Certainly not in me. Not in us. We have to accept that we've not been good enough, and me, the coaches and the players, because we don't. It's not a blame culture at the football club. It's not. We win together, we lose together. That's the culture that we've tried to install for quite a long time. We're all enjoy the accolades when you win games of football and you go well. So when you don't, there's that other part of it. So that's going to be the narrative, which I'm fine with. So we talk about that. There's never a white flag should ever be raised at our football club, whatever the situation was or is, and it's no time. But we have got to give the club something back on Friday night with a performance and a result, and all focus and determination and everything that you need to do will be placed in the week to making sure that that's right on Friday.